This exercise is the recall. On this exercise, we're going to split it up a bit because the recall in future years is more of a two-part exercise, but for 1A, you only have to do the first half of the exercise. Megan's going to demonstrate the entire exercise so that you see what it looks like, but in the middle, I'll show you where you can stop. I advise you to work from home on the finished portion of it just to get yourself prepared and to show your dog what to do for future years, but just to keep it in the back of your mind that during the dog show you will not have to do the finished portion of it. Megan, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Leave your dog. Stay. Like the sit, stay on the sit for exam. Megan's coming to the end of her leash. It's not touching the ground. Megan, call your dog.
Teddy, come.
Teddy comes to Megan and will sit right in front of her. Technically for 1A, this is the end of your exercise. The judge will call exercise finished, and you can either return to heel position or have your dog finish. In future years, the recall will have a finish with it, and we will show you how to teach that. Megan, finish.
Teddy, by heel.
In the finish, the dog heels around you and stops at heel position. Exercise finished.
Teddy, heel. Good boy. Good boy.
How do you teach your dog to do a recall? It starts to come back once again to the fundamental sit-stay exercise. However, with this one, we're going to have some movement. Typically, when you ask your dog to stay, you once again leave with your right foot. That demonstrates to your dog, I do not want you to move with me. While leaving with your left foot tells your dog you do. Also, when you give your dog the command stay, you typically don't want to use their name because that's another silent signal to them. I don't want you to come with me. When you do use your name, that's a signal saying, I want you to move. So in this recall exercise, you're going to hear a combination of some of those silent signals in there. We don't expect you to remember this right away. These are things that you're going to learn in practice. Also, when teaching the recall, the easiest way to do it is to use some movement. So you may just step in front of the dog. You'll see me move back to get them to move. That is the easiest way to teach it until we get to the point where they understand what the command come means. And then we'll get to the point when they understand the stay command and they can stay without moving to where you can leave them in place and have them come to you. So to teach them the recall at home, what we'll do is we'll be good boy. Is you'll have your dog in that sitting position next to you in heel position by your left leg. You can ask them to stay, and I'm going to have Wolfie turn sideways so you can see better. Wolfie, sit. Good boy. Stay. Step right in front of them. When you call your dog, Wolfie, come. Back up to get your dog to move with you and get them to sit in front of you. Yes, that's a good boy. Yes, good boy. We're not going to worry too much about how they sit in front of you. If they sit crooked, right now our goal is to get them up and moving when you ask them to come. But teaching the finish, even though your exercise stops here, it's a good idea to start practicing how to teach that finish. In order to teach that, what you do is you tell your dog to bi heel, you step back on this foot to get them to move, and then walk forward 2 steps. You're going to want to watch my feet closely to see how to do it. So, oh, that's it. Good boy. Wolfie, bi heel. Step back and step forward a couple steps to encourage your dog to move with you. Good boy. Thank you.